John Hannity cuts to the chase.
Tough questions, straight answers. You want it, you got it with me.
Hannity, weeknights 7 till 10 on News Talk 890 WLS.
Kerry O'Brien on News Talk 890 WLS, taking your calls about the Democratic Convention. I'll play for you some sound bites of some of the more interesting comments that were made at the convention. Get your take on which speaker you thought was the funniest, lamest, most obnoxious, or maybe you enjoyed the speeches. That would not be me. But I watch C-SPAN, so you don't have to. Also want to talk a little bit about Barack Obama, the new star, our Illinois' very own. Some of the comments about him and sound bites from his speech, but also just wondering why there's virtually zero critical examination of his record. Also, there's an article in the Tribune this morning. A couple of, you may think he's running unopposed, but there's a couple guys that are running against him who are quite upset that you don't even know they exist and are very concerned that nobody is giving any critical examination to Mr. Obama. But I want to play for you a soundbite of something that I want to get your take on this. A lot of people thought this was cute, charming, humanizing. I'm not so much. Take a listen.
We were standing on a dock, waiting for a boat to take us on a summer trip. Vanessa, the scientist, had packed all of her animals, including her favorite hamster. Our overzealous golden retriever got tangled in his leash and knocked the hamster cage off the dock. We watched as Licorice, the unlucky hamster as he became termed, bubbled down into a watery doom. Now, that might have been the end of the story, a mock funeral at sea and some tears for a hamster lost. But my dad jumped in, grabbed an oar, fished the cage from the water, hunched over the soggy hamster, and began to administer CPR.
Indeed. John Kerry, the hamster's best friend, the rodent's best friend, the rat's best friend. But aside from the fact that this is a man who voted against increasing penalties for those who kill or injure a fetus in the womb, because apparently, I guess that's not as important as a hamster. But what do you think of that hamster story? Frankly, as I said, a lot of people think it's cute, charming, humanizing. Me, not so much. Also, I was wondering, where's Alexander Kerry's see-through blouse at the convention? That would have gotten some ratings. People were complaining there's no ratings. I think that I'm closer in view of that speech to David Broder, who appeared on Washington Week in Review on PBS on Friday, and this is what he had to say about the hamster speech.
Can I be the grouch?
Please, we count on you.
I thought it's not just, and I don't want to make it personal to those two very bright young women, but somehow we've gotten into this pattern of, exploiting the family. I mean, and taking what are the kind of family stories that every family has that they treasure and trying to convert them into the coin of he's a wonderful person. I began to gag.
Didn't we cross that line about
Exactly. I began to gag. Is the fact that John Kerry gave CPR to a hamster 20 years ago, or whenever the heck this was, does that make you feel better about him fighting the war on terror? 312-591-8900. Let's talk to Hope. Hey, Hope, you're on WLS.
Hi.
Hi.
That previous clip that you played where, he says, I will strike back.
I am John Kerry, and I will defend our country against attacks. Yeah.
Right. Well, the rest of the paragraph, he went on to say, but I will not use National Guard, and I will not use reservists.
Really?
And I will increase our military by 40,000 troops. Am I to believe that the recruiting offices are turning people away now and he's going to put an end to that? Where is he going to get these people from?
That's a very good question. I wonder where he is going to get, especially since he has been running around complaining about the reservists. And, we've had reservists in every war since World War I, so I don't know what he's complaining about. And
Right, and but he's going to respond. If
Yes.
they're attacked, he's going to respond.
That's right, Hope.
Reservist.
That's right, Hope. You better feel safer now. Thanks for the call. You're right. I have no idea. And you know what? I don't think we're going to get an answer because I've seen this guy since the speech, and anytime anyone asks him a specific question, it's almost like, well, I have a secret plan, but I'm not going to reveal it till I'm elected. You just have to trust me.
Right.
Right. Thanks, Hope. Have a great day.
Okay,
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Yeah, I think it's like Ralph Nader said. I'm going to have to find that clip where Ralph Nader said he asked him something, and John Kerry basically said, no, you just have to trust me. Oh, yeah, right. That's going to happen. Well, we've got some candidates here for funniest, lamest speaker. We'll get to that. Yes, okay, one of them is Ron Reagan. He's one of my nominees. I've got some sound bites from him. We'll listen to that. We can't leave out Teresa. Did anybody see Hillary's reaction to Teresa when they cut to her? Whoa, if looks would kill. I'm Terry O'Brien. This is News Talk 890 WLS.